Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, October 28th. And looks like overall we got a pretty warm and dry patterning that's going to be setting up as we get into later next week. We got one more speed bump, and that would be for Saturday night into Sunday. And then we could have some minor systems come through here over the next 10 days or so. But overall, it looks like we're going to turn quite warm and very dry, I think. So we should be able to get a lot of harvest here, rocking and rolling here over the next week to 10 days. If we look at the headlines again, we'll have plenty of sunshine today, and we're going to see temperatures respond back into the mid-50s to around 60, so pretty close to normal. And then we'll have showers and thunderstorms move into the area later on Saturday, probably late Saturday afternoon or evening, and then they'll last into Sunday morning. Right now, not a big system, but about 2 to 4 tenths of an inch. I think once you get north of Clare or Harrison, much to the less in the way of precipitation with this system here. And if we look at the normals for the day, our normal high is 55, the normal low is 35. And we look at conditions yesterday across the area, temperatures mainly in the mid-40s with a lot of cloud covers. We're pretty uniform. The most precipitation fell during the late morning hours over into southwest Ontario and in the Thumb area. Much of this precipitation, however, was between midnight and about 9 or 10 a.m. And then that rain and some mixed snow early in the northeastern portions of the area moved out of the region. If we look at the conditions as far as in the U.S., yesterday the highest temperature is 101 degrees at East Mesa, Arizona, and the low 10 degrees at Mount Washington, New Hampshire. If we look at the conditions around the area this morning, you can see quite frosty and chilly up across much of the area with temperatures mainly in the low to mid 30s. And if we look at the satellite view, you can see high pressure system now dominating the area, but our next system will be moving in late tonight with clouds, but it looks like precipitation now is going to hold off until later tomorrow afternoon or evening. Again, looks like the initial shot of warm air is going to produce precipitation, but it should be well off to our northwest. And if we look at the next shot, you can see the radar out there. Not really much in the way of precipitation anywhere close to us, with the exception of the far western end of the UP and Minnesota, but that won't affect us at all today or tonight. If we look at the low-level wind fields, you can see where high pressure is, lighter winds flowing across the area. And again, off to the west, you can see it becomes quite windy, and our winds will pick up as we move through the day. Not too bad right now, but again, by late this afternoon, around 10 to 20, and I think as we get into the evening and overnight hours, as that pressure gradient begins to tighten up, we'll see our winds increase to about 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts around 25 and 30 miles per hour, and that'll last into the day and tomorrow. On the weather map this morning, you can see high pressure system controlling our weather today. As it moves off to the east, though, it's going to allow that next system to move into the area, and the clockwise winds will give us that warm air moving in, and we'll be well into the 60s on Saturday, maybe even close to 70 degrees. And then this cold front will come through the area, and with warm temperatures, that should set the stage for the potential for some instability, and some pretty good showers and thunderstorms should develop. Nothing severe, but the fact is we're going to have a chance for thunderstorms as we get into Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, actually. And then by Sunday morning, that front comes through. We cool off just a little bit, but there won't be a lot of cold air behind this system. And again, temperatures should recover as we get into by Tuesday. Again, we could be pushing 70 degrees. So again, some very warm air coming up. We've got to get past the showers for Saturday night and Sunday, and then I think we begin to really see conditions dry out and warm up through the period. Now, if we look at the expected precipitation by 7 o'clock Sunday or Saturday, this precipitation would just be moving into the area, and then as we get into the next 72 hours, this is where the precipitation should lay out the heaviest across south central lower Michigan. And again, more as you head to the east. And again, some of the best chance for thunderstorms are going to be across southeast lower Michigan, mainly around Lansing area off to the south. And again, precipitation amounts about 2 to 4 tenths of the inch across much of the area. And if we look at the extended outlook, you can see as far as the 8 to 14 day outlook, we're going to be warm across much of the U.S. as we see high pressure system controlling from coast to coast. And this is going to be a very, very nice pattern that we're going to go into here over the next couple of weeks. And as far as precipitation, as we get in towards the 8 to 14 day outlook, pretty dry across much of the Great Lakes, and that should allow harvest to really make a lot of progress here over the next couple of weeks. And if we look at football games tonight across the area, it looks like clouds will move in, but it will be dry. and temperatures will be quite mild, actually in the low to mid 50s across much of the area. The biggest factor will be for the passing game. Looks like winds will be around 15, possibly gusting to about 25 miles per hour as we move through the game. Well, thanks for stopping by and have a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.